Well, Coach Goetsch, really nice win for your girls tonight, 4-0 over Dyke, New Hartford. How are you guys able to, pull this one off and ultimately, get the shutout tonight?
I think the girls just did a really good job of just moving to space, moving after they pass, finding the connections and things like that. I think we were just doing a good job of getting to the ball first, and I think that really played a big part in it. Like the girls said earlier, the communication was key, and just kind of being comfortable with each other and knowing where each other is out on the field, I think made a huge difference tonight.
Not only offensively, but again, defensively. I talked to them about this as well, but it just seemed like you guys were always in really solid positions tonight. What were some of the keys on that end of the field?
We spent a lot of time just talking about shape and how our defense should look and making our shifts correctly. And I think it just clicked tonight for the girls playing against a really good DNH team. Just how to make those shifts, being really focused on that, and sending forward our fullbacks, covering in the backfield when we needed to, and things like that. And I think that really helped just throughout the game.
Certainly a lot of different players we could talk about, but 2 goals for Lorna Bernard, just early on in her freshman season. What can you say about her impact here on this one tonight?
Well, those goals were fantastic. The way she was curving them past defenders and in the back of the net, those were just beautiful goals. I think as a freshman coming in, playing in a big game like this and stepping up big really shows a lot about the competitor that she is. And I think I'm looking forward to seeing how much more she can do on the field, because she really is, going out there and competing hard and showing us some great stuff.
Mm-hmm. Over on the other side of the field, you've got a veteran goalkeeper with Emma Hahn here in her senior season. Quite a few saves here tonight. Obviously recording the shutout there. What has she kind of meant to the team here this season, being kind of that veteran presence back there?
Oh, Emma does a great job in the backfield. She's always working hard to make those saves, kind of be there, coming out when she needs to, dealing with a lot of those complicated situations. And we depend on her to be that kind of person in the backfield to do those big saves and make those big plays. And she does a great job.
Mm-hmm. Big picture, this is one of quite a few ranked matchups you're going to have this season. The NICL just seems to be loaded this year. What can you say about just your strength of schedule and knowing that you're facing good teams pretty much night in, night out, especially in conference play?
I think our strength of schedule is going to be what makes us a great team. You don't get better by beating teams that aren't good, and going out there and competing against a good team every night is going to keep us, on edge. We're going to be going against these teams every week, and I'm looking forward to seeing how we compete, and I hope the girls keep that consistency throughout the season, because every night's going to be a match. There's not going to be easy nights for us, and we're just going to have to go out there and play the best of our ability. And I really believe this group can do that. They've really focused themselves, set some goals, and that's kind of where they want to be.
All right. Any final thoughts you want to share here tonight?
It was a great game of soccer. A little wet, but it was great.